take it up to the next level when we see things differently. Before we can see the challenge, we should not forget that we have a big final today. Have a big final today, and that is the final of the FIBA women's basket. women's basket between Mali versus Nigeria. So it has really been an understanding for us to see that we can provide a gateway in a result-driven game that will have been considered one of the most interesting game of the day, even when we are still pending some few minutes to top up. We only need to understand that today is a big day. Today is a day where a big tournament will come to an end. And if a big tournament is coming to an end, who definitely will be coming to an end with that. Count to you guys the preamble of the game, sharing with you the lineup and every details in this atmosphere. A score win will not be absent from the correct margin and the correct timeline. Knowing fully well fans are waiting, knowing fully well fans are expecting to see what can be the ultimate gateway toward the challenge. And now, as we take in simultaneously with football and basketball, it's also a plus for us to have a clue of what is happening around as a means to get it up and start moving. So, where are the fans of Nigeria? Where are the fans of Mali? Show ups, show up while we do the countdown because this is just like a closing ceremony. And this is if this is just like closing ceremony, we count that as an opportunity for us to see a round up from what has happened right from day one to today. And official Sudan occupied the third for the AfroBasket. South Sudan have occupied South Sudan occupied the third spot for the final, and it can be a bit easier for it to change timeline, change strategy, where we see a whole lot of game strategy being implemented. Showtime spot from game. Actually, we are getting it up, and we should be having the standard challenge where we see second quarter boiling down, and that alone can make us feel as things are happening. And when it happens, we get to know and we get to understand. That will be the strategy teams will be utilizing for a goal concern in Madagascar at 37 minutes. It's a key for us to still understand better that we have basketball final when officially we take on to see how good teams have always been. Of course, they have been supremacy. 5 matches played, Nigeria winning, uh, four losing one. Is what we could see. That should be saving as a respect and tradition to repeat itself. That will be Mauritania stepping up. That will be an emblematic gateway to see how we have always ascertained some facts that acclimatize all the game scenario or the game fixture as Senegal looks forward in lifting up every stone that is left unturned for a clear understanding. For us to be able to have it all, it's going to be one in a timeline when we have already observed from all angles that the potentials of the game is something we could still understand even without getting out of the squad to see how serene the game have been. And it stands now that Madagascar got a red card. Madagascar got a red card, and that is reducing their numbers to 10 men. So straight away, Dax for Madagascar is the first caution of the match. The Madagascar captain was very strong against the player Habot in the Mauritania field, so the central referee ended up showing him the yellow card, being the first of the whole match so far. The meaning is caution for Mauritania. The Mauritania defender went quite hard against the player Toki in a dangerous sweep. The referee decided to show him the yellow card. He is the second caution for the match and the first for in Mauritania. And Madagascar continue to exert good pressure on Mauritania, who, despite the first few minutes, have not been able to get out of their own territory, making it very difficult for them to get out of their own half, mainly because of Madagascar's pressure in the middle of the pitch. Great chance for Mauritania, who were not getting into opposition territory. A great move by Ahmed left him on the edge of the box in front of goal, shooting with his right foot. In the end, that shot was just wide, but it was a great chance for Mauritania. So penalty for Mauritania in a Mauritania set piece attack, a direct shot on goal apparently ends up hitting Rado's hand. The referee award a penalty. We see if there is VAR and review ensure that the penalty is not awarded. So the VAR finally ended up calling the central referee where after reviewing the play, he saw that the player Rado was hiding his hands in a natural position, so the penalty could not be taken. penalty disallowed, and everything remains the same. Now, some of the intensity it had been showing after the penalty disallowed. Madagascar were more reserved, seeing that when Mauritania put them under pressure, they could easily create dangers in their own goal. That is where we find the game to reach the challenge where Madagascar are down to 10 men. Darton, who already had a yellow card, is cautioned and earns a red card. Madagascar are down to 10 men and lose their leading player. But we see how this plays out in the game, which happens to be the first red card of this tournament. First red card of this tournament. That's still the most interesting part. No sport. Yeah, we are getting it all, and we should be able to see far away, far away as we recount the story for the Nigeria Mali match that's coming up very soon. So, guys, seems as if it's going to be interesting for us to see players that will be available in a more interesting gateway. Final of the challenge. South Sudan occupy the third spot. It's official. South Sudan occupy the third spot and it's official. So we could see that as an opportunity that has been given us to really take in, see something different. Taking the third position is a big steps forward. As we battle for gold and silver. Gold and silver now stepping up to see who will get it and who will land it big. That will be summarized in a real-time challenge. So let's wait and see as fans are asking, what is the score? What is the score? What is the score? Why the game is still to start? We could still hover around to take into consideration the the strategies that have been put in place to gratify and still gather some important facts turning around that will be one of the key prospects as the challenge longs around looking for the finalization that will be bringing us focus. The game loads up. We're seeing 12 more minutes to the starting line. Why Mauritania and Madagascar end their show with a draw of 0-0. Madagascar boys down to against 11. We want to recount the storyline of the players that are going to be participating, giving us all, giving us all that matters. Is Senegal doing the right thing over there? That is Italy going up with 40 to 34, 6 points difference. Senegal need only 2 pointer to get up as Italy keep running without stopping, and that seems to be coming to end of second quarter, as we have already seen. First half we see for Britannia and the Madagascar. So we quite remember that it was a good game, and we cannot really leave any stone unturned to make sure we draw all the calculation. And Madagascar at taking the loss of a man too much of a toll. They are still trying to press in the middle of the pitch and make it difficult for Britannia to control the ball. Britannia, however, want to respond by pressing much higher to put Madagascar in their own half. A first half between Madagascar and Mauritania comes to an end where, despite the lack of goals, there have been a number of goal offside actions, such as a penalty disallowed for Mauritania and a sending off for Madagascar. Well, we see how things happen and pan out in the second half when they immediately resume. While we are not left out for the contest of uh, Nigeria and Mali, if we can look clearly from time immemorial, Nigeria have been formidable in the basketball arena, winning almost all African teams, winning almost all African teams since 2013 till now, and that seems to be a record that is unbreakable. Actually, they have proven their skills in this tournament, not losing to any team. They have played 4 games, winning all the 4 games as they beat all their opponents. Why Mali are not left out? They are also qualified with all the 4 matches they played here, winning all the 4 matches. So both teams are on equal footings, and we should be able to see something more primordial, to see something more vulnerable, to give us something that is a way preparatory fixture for them to enable us understand better that if two teams have played in a more synonymous atmosphere, then they should be able to give us what is key and what is understandable for the game itself to be a better one. So right now, the final is what everybody expects. The final is what everybody dreams of, and the final is what every team dreams of attending. Most especially when it comes to taking home the trophy, that is the most interesting part. So only 2 options are available here. Only one option is available, We are officially going to see the champions and the second position, that is gold and bronze. South Sudan have already secured a silver medal, which is important. A difference of only 1 point against Senegal. That was never expected. It was a major upset and a significant surprise. So if we see the summary of the game, we are going to really realize how important the game has been, providing all information as it is going to be available in a few moments. That is in less than 6 minutes. We should be able to take on with the first whistle of this game. We should be able to take on with the first whistle of this most anticipated final of 2025. And if we are at the challenge right now, end of quarter two, Italy ends up winning. Italy end up winning against Senegal men, the basketball international friendly, with 48 to 36. That's a wide range. I don't know if Senegal will be able to in the second half, but we need to see what happens next when the official resume. They're even looking at closing 50 before the end of the whistle. I think that is possible, or the second half has ended. So that we have us, and that we have everybody that want to understand the game better. Nigeria as a stepping stone to see the correlation when Oscar comes back against Britannia. So Britannia has a double advantage to play against 10 men. Madagascar to see if they can keep their own clean sheet. Same like Tanzania, Kenya, Morocco here. So that will give us the vicinity, and we officially see the lineup, guys. Nigeria lineups here are more Amo Kamara, Balogun, Mosa Okonkwo, while we see substitute in the name of Ojofo, Enabosi, Bonai, Akpana, Amakole, Ogoke, Ojonowa, Okoro. While we look at Mali lineups, let's look at the lineup of Mali, guys. Let's look at the lineup of Mali. Mali is having Dembele, Kon, Ndiaye, Sangare, Sissoko, and when we look at substitution line for Mali, we are seeing Dalayera, Sise, Dabo, Mbia, Edera, Maiga, Kaino. And that is how we see everything available for the conclusion and the final challenge of the tournament. FIBA AfroBasket winner. So if we have already witnessed the lineup, what is left? It is the first we see to kick off. And first we see to kick off winning at stake, and what is supposed to be taken for a more rewarding atmosphere, so that we don't keep any stone and then trying to pull up or trying to pull out. We are going to be considerate on seeing things before we can get to the manifestation timeline where it is still happening. We hope the Senegal result already. And we can still get the survivor. Keep pull up in their own angles, trying to laterally bring in some inner and when it's pure and so on. So it's today, and we are not going to get any other result. But today, that we see it, if we are seeing it in that aspect of the game, and we should be able to understand better before we have seen it all along to be making sense. If it is now, then we got it. We are showcasing our metals. Should make it next. So let's see, guys, because at this point we have seen this same lineup time and again, and they have been formidable, producing good result for Nigeria in all their matches, which is something we have admired about the FIBA AfroBasket so much. Good result, good formation, good lineup, and good everything. Mali are not left out. They have also produced good result, good chances. But as of now, we likely take in with some consideration that things will be having the first whistle right now in our hands to kick off while we wait for Madagascar 10 to resume against Mauritania. So officially, we are waiting for the first whistle as the game will continue. Who won? Veyman, as you can see, Italy won the first and the second quarter against Senegal. It's a score margin of 48 to 36 points. As we are wait. So right now we can only see things differently as we wait for the first whistle as collaboration is still going on for Mali and Nigeria to dedicate and finalize everything in their hands when they get into the more recurrent challenge. Even to get on moving, we have to really see along the line, and we have to really understand that it is still a plus for a winning to keep their tradition, keep on. Yay. That's where we can take it and find out with a lot of reminders that we have a long way to go and we reach that level where we are seeing it with the first whistle coming in to data us back. So guys, be patient. We are coming. The game just started now, and that is the first whistle. Let's take it and continue, guys. Let's take it and continue as we have seen the starting of the first quarter. Starting of the first quarter between Nigeria and Mali. Nigeria and Mali, that they understand to make name, game to make every moment count. Should be able to see the state game timing in a authoritarian atmosphere. That is the Malian team started with striking 3 points already by Mali. That is just the first slap on the face. First slap on the face as we see it. Oh my goodness. The first slap on the can see it. And the tracker is still to roll down as we wait for a minute. But we are trying to solve the issues as long as we get up and start moving. Before thing comes into consideration, the land is big. It's a big situation. 4 points, and Nigeria have started with a 2 pointer to make it 2 points. The first 2 points. The challenge. So we can really wait to see what happens next as we give up our drug on Nigeria as it still remain hopeful. Now Madagascar resume play against Mauritania as we try to resolve issues. So that will give us enough momentum of challenge to pick and drop. So that is the game as we take it from the first quarter. That should be quarter three. So Italy have stepped it up. Senegal 50 to 36 points. You want to see the first deadlock between Madagascar and Mauritania, while we observe what Nigeria gives us against Tigray. We win. Let's see. Where can we watch the live? Danielle, green on, and congratulations to Nigeria. Complete their birthday. 89 points, huh? Okay, let's see how it's going to happen. Ibrahim, Peter, 89 points. Let's see how it's going to happen because we have gotten all in one challenge, in one strategy that can also be a gateway to understand better when it comes to that manifestation. And the tracker is not displaying, I will be glad that you can pay so that we share the points with you so that we can get on before we let us see if the tracker will continue to work for us. And that is the gateway right now. See how they are dealing with Nigeria right on. That should be a more understandable timeline for us to see already the game that is proposed to be at that timeline to still be a meaningful challenge that can take a bold step to conclude. You can see as a means to understand, as a means to get it why you understand. understand better of what we come, what will happen. We could still consider these few steps we're taking now as the most important steps, where the first quarter will be telling us more about the remaining of the quarters. But we shouldn't forget, guys, the real game is always at the end. Yes, the real game is always at the end. It will be a pivotal challenge for us to know that we have a long way to go. Sincerely seek it up. That is still Nigeria, Mali. They are sounding it a big wave. Final of the AfroBasket is here. That is how the friendly goes successfully, with Senegal being outsmarted by Italy. We see the mathematics being sorted out between Madagascar and Mauritania. It's going to be a backlash 13 to 20. Mali is famosing, Mali is rushing more than what we expected. Viva le Mali, Ibrahim Traore, Mali Abdul Ouattara. But we shouldn't forget, it's not the first quarter, nor the second quarter, nor the third quarter that determines the game. It's the last quarter, which is the fourth quarter, which determines the game. So if you're taking with an excitement, right, we should equally understand very long way to go. We have a very long way to go. So we should be excited now. closer to achieving when it always going to align with the fact that bring us together and still support the fact that we got to So, guys, sorry for the interruption. Actually, it was a breakdown, and we tried to remedy the situation right now. This is how we are back with all that happens. Uh, it is really a blackout as we were expecting to continue the game. Now we're here trying to pull up and trying to get everything that happens wholeheartedly, not leaving any stone unturned, trying to save you guys with all that we can. And now the game is here. Game is here. We have already lost all the images we got so far. So we continue in the same dimension to see how um, Nigeria is trying to back up their claims. If they are trying to back up their claims, then we want to see how far they can go to keep that promise, to keep everything intact. That's already 32 points to 26 in the second quarter. We thought it was going to be a game where we are going to see a street challenge, but unfortunately, it is right now, and we can see clearly that Nigeria are going to make it up to the fans as promised. We were like, what is happening? When Mali started running with a high speed, and we thought it was over for Nigeria, But as we always know, it is never over until the third quarter comes to an end, until we see differentials, until the deal is done. So now that is where we are standing, and we should be able to identify the key numbers that will be breaking boundaries to get on the score line and pick up the challenge when we are finalizing the game right away. So Nigeria forgot Kabiru. Let's go Nigeria. Mimi Boy. Congratulations, Nigeria. So that is the I don't think this Mali team will be able to stand the storm that Nigeria will bring into this game, because that is already a clear fact. As I'm explaining, Mali did well in the first half. Yes, they did extremely well in the first half, in the first quarter, as we can see. Then what happened in the third quarter? Were they able to perform in the second quarter? Were they able to perform same? No, they have let go of the first quarter in the hands of the second quarter in the hands of Mali, and that is where we still stand a chance of seeing it in a more revitalized gateway, that we see it to be very, very interesting in the making. So if we are seeing it right now to be an understanding for Nigeria, it's going to be that way, and we are going to still surface at all angle when it's coming to happen. So guys, congratulations to Nigeria for making it possible, for making it happen. They are the giants, as we can see. We can confirm that, we can attest that since 2013, no team, no African team has been able to beat Nigeria. Mali doesn't have depth like Nigeria. Yes, Nigeria has made a name. They have made names. So it's not today. It has been happening. And they are all in the game. They are master of the game in the continent of Africa. We don't know if Mali will be breaking that tradition today, but it seems to be an impossibility as well. Seems to be an impossibility as well for Mali to break the tradition. We are still to see which team is going to win Nigeria women's basketball as it stands right away. In the first quarter, we saw an outstanding challenge where Mali won Nigeria by 26 to 21 points. And now this is the second quarter coming to an end, and Nigeria is winning Mali by 12 to 1. So obviously, Mali is going home today crying. Bonsoir, Badiana. Badiana, comment allez-vous? Est-ce que Badiana, comment allez-vous? Ça va bien? So we should be able to see the chemistry range, how it works, and how the mathematics will be sorted out. Provided we try to see on how the metamorphosis can change from English, where um, Nigeria have changed their own portion of the game from barren to being fertile. And that is why they have decided to produce some good and amazing stepping stone to make sure they leave no stone practically unturned, to make it here for the sun to shine at all strategies that bring them the correlation and the emblematic formation that I have always gotten from the look of things. When we look at the lineup and we see everybody is present, we said, okay, that is what we were looking for. and we got it. And if we got it right, what next is to execute the plans. And they are truly executing it as we expected, as most fans expected. So a solid prediction timeline which counteract a non-winning for Nigeria should step up. I know majority of the prediction timeline will be coming as a form of patriotism. Je vais bien, papa, et vous, je pense que tout va bien. Tout va bien, Badiana, ça fait longtemps, ça fait très très longtemps. Salut en français. Aboubaka, salut, comment allez-vous? Dianese, Kaku. Aujourd'hui, c'est un grand jour et on est en train de vécu un moment difficile ici. Le Mali, les Maliens s'est fait fort comme ils ont gagné le premier quart-temps. Maintenant, c'est déjà la fin du deuxième quart-temps et ils sont en train de donner l'opportunité au Nigeria de gagner avec l'intervalle de 4 points. Donc, ça va nous donner quelque chose. J'ai confiance en l'équipe malienne grâce à leur performance lors des tournois de l'AfroBasket féminin de la Côte d'Ivoire. Donc, maintenant, c'est Go African Queens et Beto et Forma. Ici, on va voir parce que c'est seulement l'expérience qui va nous donner d'être prête à donner toute l'opportunité à ceux qui ont besoin de ces matchs. Parce que le Nigeria, ils sont prêts à remplir les fournitures. Ils sont prêts à faire les mathématiques. Ils sont prêts à dérouler jusqu'à voir les victoires. Mais dis pas que les Maliens n'est pas prêts. Les Maliens, ils sont toujours prêts à le donner. Ils sont toujours prêts à le donner. Et c'est ça que nous, on en attend. On attend ici pour voir si ça sera l'opportunité de lui donner un match. If you like to watch the game, yes, Chima Pang, if you like to watch the game, what happened? So that is where we are going to be having the gateway to really emphasize on getting it all the way as a pro bonus. As a pro bonus to get the challenge up when it is happening, different gesture, different containment, even when we have different fixture on our hands, we still do not belittle that feat of getting the deal done. It's still an important gateway. We stand the chance of making things happen. Nigeria for life. Nigeria up to 41 to 34. Yes. Pourquoi pas en direct des images? Salif Traoré. Il y a beaucoup de raisons pourquoi on n'a pas les images. Sache-toi que ça, c'est une compétition et il y a l'organisation qui cherche à regrouper et comment faire le bourse pour l'argent pour que on peut récupérer ce qu'ils ont dépensé pour se préparer à la tournoi. Donc, si un chaîne télé a déjà payé le copyright de cette vidéo, de cette match, c'est impossible à partager aux autres. Et quand vous allez partir dans
Le site web, c'est juste pour vous abonner et l'abonnement là-bas, ce n'est pas gratuit, c'est de l'argent. C'est pour cela que les images sera pour trouver sur l'Internet parce que tu dois aller chercher le web pour qu'on peut plus te demander d'abonner et l'abonnement, ce n'est pas gratuit. Donc, par exemple, tu vois comment on fait des mangues, puis Malfola. On a vécu la Coupe d'Afrique, moins de 20 ans, moins de 17 ans. Il y avait les images partout. Il y avait les images partout dans l'équipe. So, guys, that is where we back up our claim, trying to seal the game, trying to pick it up with greatness along the way. When we see end of fourth quarter, end of second quarter, and I will be recounting to you the storyline, how the and that is for you to know the number of goals, assists, everything about the game as we are enjoying the final, leaving no stone practically unturned to make sure we get to yeah, 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 yeah. So let's get up and see where to start and explain. C'est le temps manque dans votre life. C'est le temps manque dans votre life. C'est premier mi-temps, Mamadou. Ce n'est pas le temps qui manque, c'est premier mi-temps. Le premier mi-temps, ça se fait dans 15 minutes avant qu'on va reprendre le troisième quart-temps. So, guys, somebody said the time is lacking, but it is the first half break that has gone by. The game has ended. Second quarter have ended. So it's practically the 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 second quarter that has ended. And if we look at everything clear here, it's getting to the third quarter that we are going to see very soon. So you should not be confused. Okay, you should not be confused because we are going to get all the details as we are embarking on the game right away. So let's see what happens. As I told you, I will be recounting the story on how teams are performing out here, and that is how Madagascar and Mauritania are rounding up their event in a more. Oui, Badiana, je suis là. Et c'est que Mali peut gagner cette match. Je doute ça, je la doute parce que le pronostic, ça joue bien sur Nigeria. Je veux bien, ça joue bien sur Nigeria. Who is winning? Arafat Olivia, we predicted Nigeria to be the winning team, but Mali are trying their best because right now, quarter with 41 points to 41 points. Et c'est que Mali peut gagner. Par la grâce, si ils ont apprendre à euh, manipuler et faire leurs mathématiques, leurs devoirs bien, ils peuvent gagner Badiana. Mali, let's go. Allez Mali. Mali, frère Tigé, Mate Fosi, Magniwala. So at this juncture, we see everything uh, happening simultaneously. And if we are seeing it right now, bring the Cartesian analysis, we are going to see that here we got 41 points to 41. We have the top players scoring 11 points, 2 assists, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. That is Kalu. Kalu of Nigeria top the chart with 11 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. We see Corner Mali scored 11 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Respect to me, but this chance to Nigeria, we got that Richa. Bon chance à l'équipe féminine malienne Yarabi. Now we got the third player on the score sheet as player stats indicate. Okonkwo, she is having 11 points and here having 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Tiano Mali scoring 8 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Musa here scored 7 points, 4 rebounds, 0 assists. Dembele scored 6 points, 1 rebound, 0 assists. Cisse scored 4 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists. End of quarter. Dumbia here scored 4 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists. We continue to see Makule scoring 4 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists. Jaye 4 points, 0 rebounds, 2 assists. Sissoko 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Amo Kamara 3 points, 0 rebounds, 6 assists. Okoro 3 points, 0 rebounds, 1 assist. Kunai Apana 2 points, 1 rebound, 0 assists. Balogun, and we continue to see how Nigeria are topping the chart with more synonymous challenge. C'est mon pays, Mali, oui, oui, Mossa. So, from the look of things, Nigeria here have been able to win the second quarter 20 points to 15. Why? But Diana, Nigeria here have been able to win the second quarter 20 points to 15. And Senegal, Mali were able to win the first quarter 26 points to 21. Donc, je suis en train d'expliquer que pour la première quart-temps qu'on nous a vécu, on vient de terminer. Les Maliens sont gagnés et ils ont battu Nigeria avec 26 points à 21 points à la première quart-temps. La deuxième quart-temps, on a vu Nigeria en train de battre Mali avec 20 points à 15. 20 points à 15 points et ça nous donne l'égalisation de 41 à 41. On attend maintenant la fin. On attend maintenant la troisième quart-temps pour continuer à dérouler, pour continuer à virer, pour continuer à avoir la réponse, comment faire pour être debout. So, guys, it is a clear understanding, a clear pathways to see that Madagascar, as we hold them in the tournament, in the CAF African Nations Championship, which was equally going on, against Britannia, where we saw that in the Dianari Manama, the captain of Madagascar, went out after receiving 2 yellow cards, and that was a penalty kick for missed it up the second half with only 10 and were still unable to win. Britannia dominated and they still lack a complete metamorphosis to change the game scenario for Madagascar. Now it is official a 0 We are going to see reshufflement as players that are capable of change will be brought in for a more combating challenge that can be enjoyed by fans as they wish to deliver just a good result for fans. Let's see how things are going to play out here for Nigeria and Mali, because if they are already fighting for position within the first two quarter and playing out a draw, it's not easy to play out a draw in the basketball when it's even a quarter, mid quarter. So we should at least um, give congratulation to congratulations to both teams. This is really what we call final. Yes, it's not where we see a team weak and another one very powerful. Final is between two heavyweight. Final is between two heavyweight. So that alone should make a call and be a wake up alert, because both teams heading into this game now, they have psychological advantage. It's 50-50. Both teams heading into this game is 50-50. And if it is 50-50, Mali will be looking at it with one eye. Nigeria as well will be looking at it with one eye. And we are finally going to see uh, leapfrog ahead of each other and take the bold step in finalizing with what we call victory. This victory we are waiting for right away, as you can still be not underrated in any aspects. So let's get the challenge up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's get the challenge, because that is where we are going to see more steps to be taken along the way. The the final ongoing, and we are waiting to see how Nigeria Mali we, because at that point, I think, when we already find out what has happened, now we're trying to reduce the uh, pressure between both teams, as it is going to be on the pedestal for us to put it as a remark. So let's get it happen, guys. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. In few minutes, salut tout le monde. Vive le Mali. Salut Vox, Kone, Aisha Kane. Vive le Mali. Vive la paix. Bien sûr, Nigeria all the way. Emmanuel Daniel. We are getting all the fans cheering and cheering and cheering. And if I don't show keep all the good work, girls, Nigeria are doing a good job. As you can see, Aaron Simon, Niger, chaque équipe a gagné en carte tant c'est du 50-50 pour le moment. Oui, oui, Manama doit, c'est 50-50 pour le moment. Donc, c'est difficile hein, pour dire qui va être sur le game, particulièrement maintenant, parce que on va vécu un moment très, 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 très difficile, euh, qui sera où nous on cherche déjà les champions. Why the delay, please? It is not a delay. Chukwuma, normally, first half is 15 minutes, so it's not a delay. It's not a delay. Les Maliens, si elles veulent cette finale, il faut que ses battants en défense, surtout sur le tir. On attend bien sûr, on attend faire, parce que c'est le travail de le coach, le travail de la coach qui peut, qui va nous diriger et qui va nous donner ce qu'il faut. Le travail de le coach et le technique qui peut nous dire ce qui va aller et ce qui ne va pas. Tout ça nous donner la possibilité de le joindre et de le défaire ici. So guys, we're almost back and we should be looking at different direction. There was a friendly match between Italy and the Senegal, and Italy have beaten Senegal with 80 points to 56. That is a complete rioting. That is a complete rioting. So at this point, we think something need to be done. Something need to be done right away for a core challenge to be displayed as a means of getting the deal done. Let's go, guys. And that is how we see Salima Yagadu. Let's get up, guys, and see what happens. Looking for a gateway to see the second half going on successfully as we asked you to start the manifestation in one or two aspects. And that is why we said we should get it up and see the finalization where we can get on and start moving even when the game is about to start. So quarter three is loading. Quarter three is loading as we enter the second half challenge. Are you ready, guys? Are you ready for quarter three? Are you ready for quarter three? Let's cheer up and see what quarter three holds for us so far as the game continues to bring in something more fruitful for the teams that are concerned. Looking up. Mali plays win. Yes. Yes. Mali, let's go. It's time for you to get it up and continue flashing back. Quarter three still to start. As we can see already, the challenge going on with 44 to 42 points. Are we up and counting as we still to start? So there is a delay, guys. There's a delay, and that is why we can see already quarter three showing on screen. But it's not certain to be starting. Quarter three here showing already, and I would like to see how the deal is unveiling from 43 to 44 points. The teams are getting it up and call. Why the delay? Nigeria, you can, if you were here during the starting, you will notice that there was equally a delay before the game started. But this delay, I don't know why a lot of delay in the game, even in the starting, resumption of the second half. Badiana encore. Ils ont en train de monter. Mali, vamos. Ils sont en train de monter. Maintenant, throughout, you can see already Nigeria winning for the third quarter, 3-2 points. Le Nigeria se gagne à la troisième quart-temps, 3 points à 2. Et voilà les 48 points à 43. 48 points à 43. Allez les Mali depuis le Sénégal, le tout cœur avec vous, les victoires. Bien sûr, Niger all the way. Niger is already winning 48 points to 43. That is 7-2 points in the third quarter. 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 And that will be giving us all the momentum we got out here to be seeing a game full of potentials for the players that are well trained, are well talented, and giving us the more concerning and a challenging atmosphere. Let's go, Nigeria. We are already getting into the 50 points margin. We're already getting into the 50 points margin. 50 points margin. Mali, let's go. Nigeria, come on. So at this point, guys, we see Nigeria is winning the third quarter, 7 points to 5 points, and presently, Nigeria's trend is from third to fourth quarter. Yes, and we can see Kalu still dominates as she is topping 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Okonkwo is on the second touch with 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists, while we see two Malians player corner at 11 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Tiano 8 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Continuation of Mosa 7 points, 5 rebounds. Niger all the way keep up the work as we refresh every instance as we get it right away. Donc Nigeria veut nous battre quoi? C'est ce qu'on nous a en train de vécu, mais ce n'est pas la fin, Badiana. Même dans les 10 dernières secondes, beaucoup de choses peuvent arriver. Tu sais que le basket n'est pas comme le football. Oui, basket est différent du football. Donc, même dans la quatrième quart-temps, ça peut arriver. Beaucoup de choses peuvent arriver dans les 10 dernières secondes. Mais ce n'est pas grave. C'est seulement 48 à 46. C'est-à-dire que 2 points différents. Et le Nigeria venait de faire 50 points à 46. Nigeria rise up to 50 points to 46 points. And that is it. 50 points to 46 points for us to be up and still counting as a most interesting getaway on how to make it make sense for us to understand better in a more interesting timeline. So we are going to see it and we are going to understand better even when it is time for us to see the perspective. So guys, pertaining to what we got, 51 points to 46 is what we can see Nigeria offering right now. Why Congo have stepped up to take over from Kalu, scoring 16 points for 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Kalu still stands at 15. We are looking at the highest point scorer in this battle because this is a forefront challenge as we see it, and it is going to be an exception for other key fixture that future here. That is it. We continue now. The tracker have officially resumed. The tracker have officially resumed, and we should step up our game and see what is going to be like. From this angle, Okonkwo step up to 17 points, 4 rebounds, 17 points. Moi, j'ai confiance à mes soeurs. Elles vont remporter. On attend Moussa Kieta, 2 points score to step up to 53 points. 53 points. Allez les Malais, c'est le moment pour regrouper, c'est le moment pour attirer, c'est le moment pour fixer, c'est le moment pour livrer de bons résultats aux fans qui s'attendent. Ça va faire beaucoup de bonheur pour être à la troisième quart-temps, tant qu'ils ont en train de faire très très joie avec le basketball afro qui se tient à nous mettre dans la fixture et ça va toujours donner 51 à 46 points upright. 46 points is there to go, and it's this taking us closer to the challenge timeline where every details is being re-strategized, better atmosphere. And that is going to be that will be upfront Mali full time. So Mali right now have proven to be very efficient in what they are doing. They have constructed a very solid defense line that seems to be unbreakable from the look of things. And if we still understand that the patterns of Mali is different from the way we expected it to be, then we have started seeing the game differently. But we still get to find out what is happening, even when we are backing Mali with the potentials of getting things up in a gradual process. See that it is coming to happen. game to the game. Even when we are counting the top scorers as we are doing, it is still very important to see that we start a. There was something yesterday that did happen, and that was, I think that was, I think that was Senegal South Sudan match. It was the quarterfinal. There was a team that win in a poll, and there was a team. I think it was Nigeria Senegal. Yeah, it was Nigeria Senegal. Nigeria won in a poll, and Senegal won. Senegal won. Senegal won in a poll, and Nigeria won physically, practically in the stadium. So that is where we still keep the candle burning. I'm fully aware that there are so many things going on, so many teams anticipating for a quick start that can see how interesting the game goes. We can really see that this is the final, guys. Nobody is like saying an easy game. No, there is no easy game for today. Today is battle for battle, ground for ground, and stake for stake. If they like, let Mali block. They will still lose. Okay, Ekwe, Omini, God help Nigeria country. Let us bring this trophy home. Okay, let's see if Nigeria are going to win because Mali have blocked everything. David of Nigeria, inshallah, Mali have blocked everything. Nigeria is not scoring further. Nigeria have to resolve and check on different strategies on how to break a similar and technical deadlock against Mali before they can bring it up. Sénégal, ils sont là. Et Mali sont là. Tous les supporters sont là présents. Et nous, on attend seulement le résultat pour voir qui sera en haut. And practically, guys, practically, when we are talking of victory, that is Mali stepping up with 48 to 53 points. Up we go again. Niger keep the fire burning. Guys, Aaron Simon. So here is where we are getting the standard challenge. We can see how the game have become very serene, and Nigeria happens to be winning in the fourth quarter. That is 55 points to 51. Mali have stepped up to 51. That's an opportunity for Mali to get the 3 points and step up to 51. And Nigeria have already stepped up to 55 points. Nigeria is going to get this one in the back. Le Mali va gagner, rien à faire. C'est la meilleure équipe du tournoi. J'aurais Katori. Toutes les deux équipes sont les meilleures équipes parce ils n'ont pas perdu, ils n'ont perdu aucun match avant d'arriver ici. On n'a pas le droit de faire l'erreur. On doit faire tout pour être devant. Sinon, comme ça s'est suivi le Mali, Diana, vrai, le Mali va gagner. Rien à faire. C'est les Maliens équipe du tournoi. Allez, les Maliens, vous pouvez le faire. C'est l'année des Maliens. Bien sûr, c'est l'année des Maliens. On attend ici pour voir si ça sera comme ça là. On attend pour voir. Donc, À ceux qui disent que, à ceux qui sont en train de dire les Maliens, ce sont les meilleures équipes du tournoi, c'est faux. Les Maliens sont parmi les meilleurs. Ils sont parmi les meilleurs. Donc, prenez soin de ça. Les Mali n'ont pas perdu le match dans ce tournoi. La même chose comme Nigeria. Nigeria a perdu aucun match. Le Nigeria a perdu aucun match. Et ça va nous dire que c'est quelque chose de très important qu'on peut voir que ça arrive à certains moments qu'on va vécu ça et en allant tout ce qu'il faut pour être debout, ça nous donne tout le pourcentage vibrant. Oui, et c'est ce qu'il faut pour être en finale, parce que ça, c'est le véritable final de AfroBasket. Allons-y, allons-y. Ça, c'est la finale pour qu'on peut continuer à virer et à regarder ailleurs jusqu'à quand ça va arriver que on a déjà eu à, à accepter. Ayoko says, Nigeria ladies are a force. Mali is trying to use Senegal scripts and block up front. However, the fighting spirit in them and God behind them will deliver this victory to them. Let's see, that is 57 to 51 points, which is something more peculiar for understanding. Victoire pour le Mali, vive le Mali, we can do more. Let's do it. And that is 57-51, as we can see, pour le Nigeria. Koulibaly score le troisième quart-temps. Ça déroule seul et ça part doucement, doucement. Nigeria, my country, let's keep supporting. Jamia. And that is how we keep the candle burning at all angles. And right now, we can see the prospects as it continues to happen with Nigeria right now scoring the 2 points to step it up to 59 points. 59 points is what we want to see against 51. Come on, we saw another game, the game between Senegal and South Sudan. South Sudan are very technical when it comes to basketball. We can imagine how Senegal played, but it was really something like South Sudan could win only with 1 point difference. That was the last straw on the camel's back, and that was the last straw, the final nail on the coffin of Senegal to secure that third position. It was not easy, but Senegal lose it out just like a play. So this time around, we are seeing who is your favorite to win this between teams. Joy of Freedom Christian Assembly. Actually, Nigeria is the favorite because Nigeria have set some critical records in the basketball uh, domain in Africa. No team since 2013 have been able to put the back of Nigeria down. Nigeria won a lot, four in a row. Let Mali take it. Mali also won a lot, Francisco. Don't forget, Mali have not lost a game. Mali did not lose a game. Mali won all their games in the group stage, semi-finals, quarterfinals. Mali won everything. So the same way Mali is good in the tournament, that is the same way Nigeria is good in the tournament. It's just that Nigeria has more beautiful record uh, than uh, than Mali. Nigeria have more beautiful record than Mali. So if we could see how South Sudan demolished Senegal with only 1 point to secure silver, now Nigeria is fighting for gold, to secure bronze. Pardon. South Sudan fought so hard to secure that bronze, and Nigeria now is fighting to secure the gold medal, and Mali is also fighting for the gold medal, and see who will settle for silver. Go Nigeria! Your fans are tough. I thought you said 59 points. Yeah, it's 59 points. Are you not seeing Nigeria at 59 points? Nigeria is up to 59 points. And Mali is at 56. So we have 3 points interval for Mali to close the gap, and we have 27 seconds more to end the third quarter. Mali wins. End of quarter. End of quarter. Nigeria wins 61 to 56, and the third quarter ended with 20 to 15 points. So Nigeria now have won two quarters. That is second and third quarters. Maintenant, le Nigeria, ils ont fini par 61 à 56 points. Et ce n'est pas la fin, hein. Il y a encore un 20 secondes. Donc, c'est évident que ça va nous donner encore plus de points. Voilà les 2 points qu'ils ont rempli, 59 à 61. Please, where can we watch the game, please? Actually, Josie, I have explained this time and again. I have explained this time and again. This game has been monopolized, if I'm not right. But what I know, raw like African queens, you are tigers. We come again, our Lord. So, Josie, as I was saying, answering your question, this game has been monopolized in one platform. So wherever this game is being visible without the authorization, the copyright ownership, or a permission from the TV channel that have monopolized this game, you are going to get yourself into problem. That is what I'm explaining, Victor. So when such situation happens, you have to go to such website where the body have bought the copyright ownership of a competition like this. When you move there, it is not always free. They are going to ask you to subscribe before you can watch. Subscription there is not like a free subscription, you are subscription to YouTube. No, that type of subscription is money, and not everybody can afford to pay and subscribe to website to watch match. Yeah, it's not everybody that is able to subscribe to watch. So that is why you can see even the Chan African Nations Championship that is going on. That is the same. That is the same challenges that people are facing, because to even see the image is difficult. So right now, The third quarter came to an end, and Nigeria won successfully with 20-15. And now let's move on with the final quarter. The final quarter is here, guys. Let's go. The final quarter is here. Let's go. Let's go. The final quarter is here. The final quarter is here, and we are landing it big at the moment where we deem it necessary for a communal challenge, as we want to see the final, as we intend to build back. So that will be a prospect for Nigeria to know that they have an assignment. And since the second quarter have started, it's going to be good for us to really get in already with 64 points to 56. Copy that louder and clear. Thank you, Mali, Nigeria, Vo. Up, Nigeria, let's go. It is already a gateway. Tigre, Badiana got it here. Fan number one. Fan number one. Let's get on, guys. It's already quarter. It's already quarter three, quarter four, coming to an end. End of quarter. Nigeria is a basketball powerhouse. The fifth consecutive one is coming. Yes, Francisco, we cannot really argue that. We accept that with all alacrity. Nigeria is basketball powerhouse. We accept that. We saw what they did in the Olympic Games, Olympic Games 2024, last August. They did well in the Olympic Games. Let's go, Niger. It was only a gateway for them to see that interesting portion in the women's basketball challenge. Nigeria, here we go. Victory is sure. The Tigers, you can do it. That is already. We have a challenge that even when a quarter start, there seems to be a drawback. That is to let you know that even with the the live animation, we face challenges in getting a clear overview how more of a real life, how more of a life going on in a TV channel or any website. So that is one of the challenges we are facing. How many minutes before the final whistle? John Wiz and Marianne, we still have like 15 more minutes before the end of this game. We still have like 15 more minutes. What do you think? What do you think? Who do you pick to win? Joy of Freedom. Nigeria. Nigeria. Alele Zeglon. Zeglu. You could still see that a lot of commitment to put in, where we see uh, Mali rising again, and we are already seeing an interval of 9 points. Nigeria is at 67, Mali is at 58. That's an interval of 11 points. Yes, 9 points difference is what we see. But the question now remains, will Mali be able to close the gap? Will Mali be able to close the gap of 9 points difference? Because 9 point difference, it takes only 3 pointers times 3 to close the 9 points gap. It's very easy. It's very, very easy. predicting 85 to 70 against Mali. Okay, let me put the prediction on board. Let me put the prediction on board. That is your prediction, Omeni. I'm predicting 85 to 70 against Mali. So let's see how it happened. That is your prediction on board. Hey, Nigeria, go Nigeria. Nigeria is like Real Madrid. No matter how far you go back, they go after the result. And it is the result everybody's looking for. Yeah, it's the result everybody's looking for. Last quarter, Chamaka Boeing, Niger get it done. Thanks. Let's go, Nigeria. So if we are counting the time right now and we see ourselves at a slender 6 minutes, you should already know what awaits us as Nigeria is already closing 70 points gap. Nigeria is already closing 70-point gaps, and that is it, 70 points. Nigeria have topped up to 70 points, and that is making them to be winning against Mali with 9 to 2 points in the fourth quarter. 9 to 2 points in the fourth quarter. Intense battle, and Mali have taken it up to 60 points. Impressive. Mali took it up to 60 points. I'm predicting 80 to 70. Okay, Hamdi. I'm predicting 77. Paul Isaac said, I'm predicting 77 to 67. And we got it here as a means to get it up 80 to 70. Handim, let's our madam. We got it here as we still see 80 to 70. Actually, Nigeria will go over 80. Yes, Nigeria will surely go over 80 as we can see. There's still time. Nigeria will go over 80. We got like 10 more minutes to go before the end of this challenge to crown Nigeria the champions. To crown Nigeria the champions. Come on, girls. I predict 85 to 68. No. Kevin, Mali will go above 68. Kevin, Mali will go above 68. It's certain. This will not be possible. Ali said, I predict um, 78 to 72. There is still time. We can get more than 78 points. Nigeria, uh, Tunde said, I predict 88 to 71. Yes, it's reasonable that can attain that margin. Uh, Trust said, I'm going 79 to 64 against Mali. Okay. Um, 81 to 77. Olebo. Those are the available prediction timeline. We see 84 to 74 Mali by Festus. Nigeria 86 to 71 Mali by Samuel. The game will be the game will be 85 to 75. Then we see another prediction here, 88 to 76 Mali by Boki. We got it here, 91 to 72. We have time. We got a lot of time to go. We got a lot of time to go. Okay. So let's build some interesting gateway to see how we can maneuver and still pick in something. Somebody says, someone said, Nigeria, they get ready to receive your 100,000 from the presidency, the way the Super Falcons also receive theirs. Yeah, that is their goal. If they win, they must receive. They cannot go without receiving. If the others just receive, that means they should be able to receive the $100,000. Yeah, they should be able to receive. Many gifts are on their way. How many minutes left? We have like 8 more minutes because this 4 minutes you are seeing on board, it is going to extend more than that 4 minutes. That's how basketball goes. When it's there is a fault, it's and now we open a way. I want this game to end. Godson, the game will end. Don't worry, okay? We have more time to go. The game will end. How many minutes left, please? That's the minutes on board, Memuna, because this 4 minutes you are seeing, it can extend to eight, can extend to 8 minutes or even 10, depending on the number of fort that is present in the stadium. Nigeria 83, Mali 74. Nigeria 90, Mali 80. Mali will not go up to 80. I don't think so. Your body should not shake. Okandeji, it is Nigeria match. So do not shiver, okay? You don't have to shiver. It's Nigeria match. 67 to 58 end here. No, Prince, we have passed that level. We have passed 67 to 68. We are already at 72 to 62. 10 points interval. What is the score now? Duro, the score now is 72 points to 62 points. That is, Nigeria is leaving Mali back with 10 points. Mali has 10 points milestone to cover up with a draw. Oh, that's where we see it. For a sport that is not watched by many like football, I don't think they should expect much from the government. Actually, Doris, you have a point, but this sport is not just a simple sport. Basketball has weight, so you cannot tell me if Nigeria wins this game, they are not going to receive same like the football, the women's football team did. They are supposed to. They are supposed to. The same tension from yesterday, God will see us through. Yeah, 80. Thanks for the ginger word. How much minutes remaining? We have like 2 more minutes, which is equivalent to 4 or 5 minutes. How much minutes? Yeah, we have like 4 to 5 minutes. Are they in the fourth quarter? Yes, this is fourth quarter coming to an end, and fourth quarter seems to be very tight. Fourth quarter seems to be very tight. Fourth quarter seems to be very tight. As we can see, fourth quarter seems to be very tense. As we can see, the pressure is too much. The pressure is too much. So, guys, one somebody suggested, and like make this end, make my mind rise up. Your body should not shake, Inusa. It's a win. It's a win for Nigeria. A sure win. A sure win. See forward on the screen. Yes, it's a forward for Mali, which lead to a timeout. So everybody is supposed to at least get compensated or get the result of their work, their hard work. What is the score? The score is 72 to 62. 72 to 62. Le point ne bouge pas. Oui, Badiana, c'est très, 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 très dur. La quatrième kata, c'est très, très difficile. Maintenant, comme on voit, le point ne bouge pas. C'est toujours à 72 à 62. C'est-à-dire que les Maliens, ils ont en train de travailler pour couvrir la distance de 10 points. Oui, Nigeria made $3 billion for what? Lati, I don't understand. The score is still the same. Yes, for right. The score is still the same because the game is difficult. The game is difficult right now. Nobody is scoring. We're not winning. They will compensate them, but not 100K. Emmanuel, but until then, we are going to see, and it's not far. Maybe tomorrow, after tomorrow, when they get home, then we are going to see it. Nigeria basketball is underappreciated, but they are doing great. Can we watch the Can we watch the match live? We have not been able to find the match live. The Tigres need to do break in play to overpower and overscore the Malians. Silvanus, that's what we are seeing, and a lot of fault from the Malian squad. Almost Nigeria, I beg, how do I control heartbeat? Joshua, calm down. We have already taken the caution, and Mali is trying to close the gap to make it a little bit narrow, as they have put up an effort to respond. I predict low. I have not seen your prediction, Ali. Ali, I have not seen your prediction. Can you predict again? You predicted low, which we have already passed that level. Reason you predicted low. Okay, I understand your question, but now reason you predicted low. So with this atmosphere, we don't think the game will even go up to 80 points. Yes, I hope the $100,000 is ready. Okoro, I heard basketball is underappreciated in Nigeria, so they will not be able to achieve what the WAFCON winner achieves. So right now, we can see that it is a potential battle for all to be managing the affair here. Even if they get $5,000, it's still much per player. When we they finish, we have 1 minute and 14 seconds. 1 minute and 14 seconds to go. Nigeria 85, Mali 78. Keep short your prediction, I beg. The person sees score. Drizzy, let people predict. You can also predict as well. Check your screen. Gilbert, I don't understand. I'm checking my screen. We have 50. Uh, yeah, we have 50. We have 40 seconds to go, and we are already at 75 points. And Ali said 80 to 68. Vincent, it won't get to 80. Somebody said it won't get to 80. Okay, that is 78. If we get to 80, yes, we have 21 seconds to go to declare Nigeria champions. This match will top 80 points. Mark, yes, it's very possible, Williams. It's only 2 pointers to get to 80. It's only 2 pointers to get to 80. End of match, 78 to 64. Whoa! Nigeria did it by winning three quarters. Quarter two, quarter three, quarter four. C'est la fin du match. Nigeria ont gagné et ils ont le champion de AfroBasket 2025. Dames, les Nigeria sont le champion de AfroBasket Dames 2025. Any prediction coming? The game has ended. It's 78 to 64. The game just ended 78 to 64. Those who were shivering, can you now open up? You won. You won. You made it. Nigeria won. So start celebrating. It's victory for Nigeria. It's victory for Nigeria. Start celebrating. It's really an interesting, it was an interesting final. The game continues. Are we seeing continuation of the game? The game has ended. Game ended. Yeah. Congratulations to Nigeria. It was a great game. Victory all the way, back to back to back victory. This year is our year in every sector except the men sector profit, which is coming in December. 100,000 in the back. Congratulations. 100,000 in the back. 7 times winner. Back to back. Mission 7. Mission 7. It's still 72 to 72. What's happening? Where is 72 to 72? Why are you seeing it? The game is 78 to 60 to 64. The game is 78 to 64. 78 to 64. That's the game timing. It's our birthright. It will be difficult for any team in Africa to beat Nigeria again. It will be very difficult. We need team to beat Nigeria. Yeah, they have gone far and wide. Three-bedroom is looking 100,000 plus. Thank God for the win. Va big boy. That is it. The game has ended. FIBA website. Yes, it has also ended here. Adebayor. Félicitations aux Maliens aussi. Ils ont quand même fait d'être au final. Félicitations aux Maliens. Guys, you people should congratulate Mali as well. They did well by arriving the final. And silver is not just good money. Silver medal is a whole lot of milestone to have covered before they could get there. Get there, just like magic. Yes, this small thing, Ajafola is just like magic. It's not Nigeria. It's no one else. Yes, that is what we discover, and that is what we have seen so far. It's still 72 to 72. What's happening? Where is 72? Is there anybody who is seeing 72 again? Because I can't see 72 on the screen. I'm seeing 78 to 64 point. Mali won only one quarter, which was the first quarter. Apart from that, Mali did not win any other quarter. Donc c'est fini. Oui, Badiana, félicitations à vous. Quand même, vous avez récupéré la deuxième place. C'est un bon travail que vous avez fait. Yes, Abassi is 78 to 64 points. Badiana, félicitations à vous. Vous avez bien fait. Ce n'est pas donné à n'importe quelle équipe pour arriver à ce niveau. Ce n'est pas donné à n'importe quelle équipe. Congratulations to Nigeria. 14 points clear. Yes, 14 points clear of difference of 14 points. Abasi, you got it. 14 points clear off. So, congratulations. C'est dommage. Oui, oui, Badiana, c'est dommage. C'est toi, fan numéro un. Ça c'est écrit fan numéro un. Badiana. Donc, on a réalisé la fin. On continue avec Chan. We just gave that first quarter as bonus. Yes, Nason, the first quarter was a bonus. It was a bonus. Don't play with Nigeria because away the here, yeah, we got it all, and we are having all that matters along the way. Il faut contrôler l'âge de certains joueurs. Non, ce n'est pas l'affaire de l'âge ici. C'est une grande équipe ici. Donc, quand c'est une grande équipe, ce n'est pas l'affaire de l'âge. Quand vous êtes vieux, vous allez en retraite. Si c'était moins de 20 ans ou moins de 17 ans, on pouvait parler de l'âge. À l'équipe nationale, les premières divisions, n'importe qui veut jouer. Les 17 ans, les 20 ans, 26, 30, c'est toujours dedans. C'est toujours dedans à ce niveau. Il n'y a pas l'affaire de l'âge. OK? Oui. One trick these countries should consider about hosting Nigeria in finals: don't win first because we will surely stage back. But the problem now remains the referee who did it for Nigeria after refusing penalty for Morocco in WAFCON have been sacked, officially sacked. So Nigeria need to compensate that referee. How many minutes remaining? But Prince Frank, the game is over. The game is over. So the referee who was sacked because he could not see the penalty of Morocco against Nigeria in the WAFCON is sacked. So Nigeria should compensate that referee for giving them that victory. Win, 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 win. Bravo, Nigeria. So that is it. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. It's not the referee that was sacked. Oh, it's the head of the referee body that was sacked. Yeah, the head of the referee is also a referee. It was said the head of the referee. That means he was the one controlling the ones in the stadium. So he saw something that was right, but he could not really tell the truth. So he was sacked. Très bien, félicitations. Tigre du Nigeria. Yes, Victor. For you, for your information, it's not. Yeah, I agree, Agnes. The head of the referee body that was sacked. Yeah, because who channeled he was the one control in charge. So it was his responsibility. He is also one of the referee, but head of the referee. It doesn't mean Morocco will have won. Yeah, I didn't say Morocco will not have. I didn't say Morocco will have been able, but Morocco is basing their fact on that point that if that penalty would have been given to them, they would have made it true. So I'm not the one saying it. It's the Moroccan saying it because they are the one who took the case that serious. No, the referee was not sacked. It's just the head of referee. Yeah, it's just the head of referee of the and that was sacked, and it's not clear if it was because of the match. Very likely his sack was already coming. Okay, good to know. So get your fact right, because you want it to seem like Super Falcons didn't deserve. They deserve it. Oh my God, they deserve it. I'm not looking down on their effort. Their record already shows it. You understand? When when we do match analysis, we see the record and we know what to expect about the referee is wrong. Austin, the man was sacked for some other infraction not connected to the match. You're biased against. I'm not biasing against Nigeria. Go and check my prediction. Okay, go and check my prediction on every game, even the WAFCON. Go and check my prediction. But why did Nigeria summon the entire referee organization? Why did Nigeria file a complaint? Why did Morocco file a complaint? Morocco filed a complaint because of the penalty. That is what I have seen. So if there were other reasons because of the sacking of the head referee, I don't know. I have not seen it yet. The referee and the VAR made the right call. Nobody is getting sacked or suspended. The story is just sensational. Okay, Ola, thank you for the clarification. Pen statistics sat. We are happy that Nigeria won and they are still winning. Je cherche un médicament qui va me faire oublier le match du Mali, sinon je vais me blesser pour rien. Non, Badiana, il faut boire l'eau. Boire de l'eau et tu restes tranquille, ok? Soyez heureuse parce que les Maliens, ils ont bien fait. Nigeria is the giant of Africa, if not this corrupt president. Okay, we are not. We are happy for the girls. We are happy for the girls. Why did the Moroccan use laser light on our Falcons? I don't know. It was for the Falcons to also fight their own complaints that Moroccans use the laser light. But they took that lightly. They did not see any reason to go and start filing complaint of what they can do it just like that. They had the power to do it and they did it. They are just being so losers. They should accept their defeat and move on. So that is it. Pains wasn't straight to South Africa and Morocco. The CAF president is confused because the Moroccan claim for penalty was wrong, but a ball to hand. The Moroccan won't make it to the finals because they are no match to Nigeria, South Africa, Zambia, and Ghana. Okay, we saw it like that. They are just scored. Okay, even last AFCON, 10 against 11, but Moroccan barely win Nigeria. Yes, of course. Low glassy. We, Badiana, low glassy. Because we don't complain, it's not in ours. If you know you can do it, you don't have to complain, Chinasa. A complainer is somebody who is looking for an excuse to get what is not right to be right. Nigeria is true superior. If you listen to what I said, since 2013, no African team have been able to beat Nigeria in the basketball arena. So that is enough proof that they can do it again and again and again and again. Nigeria a true superior. Yeah, we. Was it a penalty or not? But from the replay, it was a penalty. From what I saw, from replay, it was a penalty. Sola Johnson. It was a penalty, but they didn't award it. Nigeria est les géants d'Afrique. Bien sûr, the game is ball to hand. Go and watch the game very well. Falcons were dogging their hands. Yes, but when they bring out the video, it's just like everything was a penalty. You get it, Ife? So we are talking about the replay and what went on. I'm not saying that is what was supposed to be because I'm not the referee. I'm just saying this is what Moroccan brought as a highlight of what they were claiming to be right. We wanted to be careful of receiving unnecessary card, judging by the last edition of World Cup against Morocco, where we had two of our important players receiving red cards. So we were very cautious. Such mistakes doesn't repeat itself again. Yeah, we learn from mistakes. We learn from the past. So ball to hand is not penalty. Maureen, we know ball to hand is not penalty, but Moroccan said it was a penalty. That is what I'm saying. I'm not the one saying it. It's the Moroccans that are saying it. South Africa, Ghana, they give respect. From what I saw, it wasn't a penalty. It was ball to hand. That is what we saw. It was ball to hand. But can you tell a Moroccan player that that was a penalty? They are the one claiming. You cannot. You cannot say that to a Moroccan player. I'm not being biased, Johnson. I'm not saying it's a penalty. Come on. This is not my word. It's Moroccans claiming. Johnson, Moroccans are the one claiming. I'm not the one. They said, I did not say. Moroccans said it was a penalty, bringing back the review. But what are we arguing? It's already sealed as Mission 10. So there is nothing to draw back. There's nothing to go back. I didn't say it was fact. I didn't say it was fact. Ajibo isn't a penalty. The referee, the penalty, but the VAR called her to make a check. After check, the referee disallowed the penalty. Ok, la prochaine fois, pour une autre collègue. Bien sûr, Badiana, merci et soyez prudents. Ne soyez pas fâchés. Hein. C'est comme ça. The goalkeeper should have been red carded and a penalty awarded to Nigeria for the fault on promptly. Yeah, lesser blaming sore losers. That's why the North Africans need to watch European football ball and the referee decision. It's called ball to hand. Her hand was going backward when the ball touched. What were you expecting, African ambassador? The game was already above Morocco, but they needed to see a reason to get something out of it. Huh? Makacho. No, don't they? So they needed to see a reason. Her hands was a natural position when the ball touched her hands, so no penalty. But they could not understand what is the correct score. Ibrahim, the correct score is 78 to 64. Okay, la prochaine fois, oui, oui, Badiana, let them continue to cry. Please stop talking about already finished match and concentrate on the basketball game. Yes, Maureen, Nigeria won the basketball, and that is the latest news. So what are we to say? No, she was standing rightly. You are not biased. Moroccans are just looking for a... You got it, Oche. You got me. They were looking for an excuse. I think Nigeria female teams have shown determination and every win they have got. Yeah, the laser light should not be allowed in the 2026 AFCON. Americans should be blaming their head coach instead of making false claims. Try play in Niger and see how it will be handled. The problem here is when somebody is more than you, just carry their back and start following. And if you are not a winner, join the winning team. So Morocco were supposed to join Nigeria and be happy and clap for them. Merci à vous, le présentateur. Bon travail. Merci aussi à toi, Atako. We know the carry last. Ali, bien sûr. Bro, it was not a penalty. I didn't say it was a penalty. It's mine. That's a ball to hand. They are not complaining only on the penalty. They also said two of our players is from another country. You see, a lot of lazy complaints just to get something. Congrats on Nigeria. Thanks so much. Thank you to did Morocco want CAF to withdraw the trophy? It's bad for them. Wait till the next AFCON to prove they can do it. We a 10 continental title Nigeria Super Falcons have become the most successful women's nation team worldwide. The African ambassador, very true, and it will take a very long time for any other team to keep that record. Mission 10. It will take a very, very long time for any other team to keep that record. That record will not be broken for something like uh, 100 years, as I can say. Americans should stop giving excuses. That is what I'm saying. The African ambassador, as proof analysis, what was it a penalty? It was not a penalty, Johnson, according to football rules and regulation. Such incidents, such instances do happen. So if we are telling Moroccans that it was not a penalty and Moroccans are still insisting it was a penalty, so how can we convince them? By just a decision that was taken, right? So they already did it. Did Moroccan want CAF to withdraw? I don't know if they did it. When God is on your side, nothing. Okay, congratulations to our ladies. So that is where we got it. Thank you guys for being there. It was a great challenge to have you all on board, and we continue our journey. We have a lot of fixture coming up, as we are going to see. There is AfroBasket men coming up next week, and we continue with our Chan as well. Yes, Chan is not even easy to get the image. To get the video of Chan is not even easy. So, congratulations to you all. I love you all. Thank you all for being there. Well appreciated, as mission has been completed by the Nigerian Queens. Nigerian Queens have successfully completed and achieved their dream, which is a superb dream, a dream of all dreams, a dreams with caution, a dreams with strips, and a dreams with optimism. So thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate right from the bottom of my heart for your massive support. So love you all, the Malians and the Nigerians. It is basketball and it is a game. In a game, we must have a champion when it comes to a final. So, as I earlier said, if you are not a winner, join the group of winners. Right now, Mali need to join Nigeria to celebrate their victory, and that is it. That is it. Our men are allergic to trophy. We are left with the men. The men need to learn and apply. Ayode Mike. The men need to upgrade, learn and apply. Who won the African women basket final, Nigeria or Mali? David is Nigeria. Who won the Afro basket women? Messi Osi Aliyah is Nigeria. Has the game ended? Yes, the game has ended. Full time challenge.